Yo. All right. Welcome back to another episode of GTNH. How's everybody doing? One day I'm gonna come up with an actual intro. I don't know why I said that. I was just thinking about it. I think I have a pretty good track record of saying the same thing the past couple for a lot of episodes actually. I don't know if someone wants to check back to see when I started saying exactly that, but I'm just thinking out loud anyways. Welcome back. Just some thoughts before I started, just to get things off my mind. Nothing concerning. I just took a hike. I felt pretty good about it. I did a crisp 3 miles or so. Not too bad. The weather was great. And it reminds me like how much I like to walk. Because with the whole work stuff now going on, I have to like plan my walks a little later in the day. So it's a little tricky to stream because now instead of like showering whenever I get back home after a walk, I basically just get home and then start streaming right away. So yes, I just got back from a walk. Now technically I got back from Burger King because I picked up some Burger King earlier today or after the hike. So anyways, thought I'd mention it. So last episode, towards the end of it, we throughout the episode we were doing some like calculations, I guess, if you want to sound smart about it. But we were figuring out like the ideal settings to turn on the Eye of Harmony. Big learning lessons. You're not supposed to like upgrade everything at once, just the compression field generator to get as much white matter as possible. So there's a whole sequence to it, and we're just following whatever the wiki recommends. So I'm not going to focus on this for a couple episodes because I want to run this with more power, but we don't have that much power. Which brings us to the next thing we did. Like right now I have 1.07 times 10 to the 20, which is pretty good. It's a steady increase, and then I also set up another group of Dyson Storms, so now we're up to 32. But we've also learned, by the way, I totally did upgrade this. I crafted enough of the Dyson modules overnight. It says we have 0, but we have a whole bunch just backlogged over here, 22,000, which should keep us going for a little bit. But it's not sustainable. This gives us like 10 trillion, but we need like, what's the word I'm looking for? Factors? You need there's a certain word I'm looking for, but like a lot of powers up over 10 trillion. It's not enough. Unless I want to do this like 12,000 times, like have 12,000 Dyson swarms is what people were telling me yesterday. And no, I don't want to do that. So antimatter is the next thing. But it's expensive. And not surprising, the DTPF is acting a fool. And that's why I named this episode Acting a Fool. Because the DTPF is just kind of slow. And I say that we have 16 of them. So the goal for today is to upgrade the power. I'm not going to go crazy, just multiply by 4. Because again, it comes back to like, power issue. So it's kind of like a pendulum, I guess. A rubber band, if you want, I guess. I don't know. But here's the thing I was thinking about. A little bit off camera, I was like, if I'm gonna upgrade the power to these things, I have to deal with this, and I really don't want to. So I'm gonna localize the power and just build 4 of those capacitor banks so that I can upgrade a lot easier. So there's 2 routes to upgrade this thing. I can either double it, right? Add another group of 16. But honestly, I don't have the space for it, so I'd rather just give it more power. So the number I'm going to give it is... if I check right now, each one is getting 137 billion? 137 billion. I'm going to use the next tier up, which is whatever that number is times 4. And that is going to be a UMV. We're going to go up to UMV power, but it doesn't matter for DTPF. So The 1024 is technically what we're giving it right now, times 4. So we want to do the 4096 next. But even that is a ton of power. That's 500 billion rounded down times 16. That's 8 trillion. Not including like the round down that I did. So we're probably going to be consuming over 8 trillion. Probably close to 10 trillion. Which is what we're producing with the Dyson Swarm. So it's like a little tricky. But I need to do this so I can get to antimatter. And also a little bit of research. So I'll do that first. There's some things that are stuck like this, and I need that to finish crafting. I'm just going to craft a cell here, because that's the research for it. But that's pretty much the plan for today. I should have some antimatter. Oh, what the heck? Why are you so expensive? Do I not have Oh, it's because it's in the craft. Oh, watch this, watch this. Just cancel the craft, dump everything into my storage, probably fill it up like crazy, and then craft it. Yes, there we go. I also upgraded the laser engraver, so I was able to get the antimatter pretty quickly. Okay, I don't need that. No, but pretty chill day today. Work is work. I don't have anything exciting to share because I'm still under training for a while. And that's the other thing too. I also upgraded the quantum computers. Now they're all running quantum circuits, and they are up to 147 times 4. I think is that quadruple? It's either double or quadruple what I had before. But it's a big difference already. Okay. So I put that data research stuff in, and you should start crafting wherever it is. Not there. That's the Dyson Swarm modules. You. I think it's you. Oh yeah, you are down there. Okay. So I'm going to have to continue the craft, and then we also have to deal with this craft to upgrade to the next tier of Eye of Harmony, which we have enough white matter for. And there's a part of me that's like just thinking, can I tier skip? Because if you think about it, the next one is compression tier 4. This one. And all it is just a little bit more white dwarf bolt. So we might be able to skip it. There's still research involved. Of course there is. But I'll set up recipes probably later in the episode, and if we can skip it, I might as well. Because even though we haven't been upgrading the Eye of Harmony, it's still running in the background. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to make this, and I'm going to reset the craft because of all those base UIV stuff that's still kind of holding there. And I think I have to clear the DTPF. There's way too much junk in there. I shouldn't say junk. This is actually very important, but I need to clear it. Let's go. And then restart the crafts because I needed to do other stuff. There we go. So that's the first step. I am going to upgrade the DTPF because I need it to run a little bit quicker. Make 4 of those capacitors. Wonder why it's not working. Oh, okay, because of the... Sorry. Yeah, you should have been over here. I was supposed to put it back. And there we go. There's still a crazy amount of stuff in there. And there it is. Okay, so while this is running, there's a couple things I wanted to share. So because of the whole that I'm employed now, and I've also started to hike, starting on like the start of the year, I think. I haven't had as much time, but that's also making me like really want to push myself on the weekends, and I think I'm gonna like commit to that. So on Saturday, I'm trying to get it in my head. So I'm gonna share it here so that it's real. I'm gonna like really hike. And I mean like upwards of like 8 to 9 miles, which is almost twice as much as I've done in one day before. Cause the last park that I've been to, Bastrop, the one I do talk about it every now and then. It are you crafting like a million? How much you want to bet you're crafting like 1,000 infinity stuff? Yeah, I would just let it run. Anyways, so that park I've been going to, Bastrop State Park, the eastern part of it is massive, and the only way through it is to commit to a very long hike. Like it's 8 miles, that trail, and I can't do that in an afternoon like I usually do. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to do the whole day. It's gonna be a whole day adventure, and that does mean a little more preparation. So I don't know. I just wanted to mention it. I'm gonna commit to it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but it'll be fun. Okay, so this thing is just crafting stuff like crazy, and I did not ask you to. How dare you? And this is gonna take a while. So no, did you wait? Did you actually finish everything? Oh, it's actually fast. What the heck? Okay, I didn't realize that. How fast are you crafting, anyways? I don't know. I guess it crafts the UHV superconductor fast, and I guess that makes sense. It's a lower tier recipe. But yeah, that I just wanted to bring that up. I'm psyching myself up for it. Is that the right word? I don't know, but I'm gonna commit to a very big hike on Saturday. I feel like it'll be pretty good. I'm gonna be tired as all heck, but I gotta make up for lost time, right? Because I'm not able to do as big hikes anymore because I'm working now. Okay, so there's going to be 4 lapatronics. Let me make a some kind of recipe here. Do orange. Hmm. Why do I have 45 of you in here? What? Oh, that's why. I didn't realize they're used to make that. That's funny. I just ask for 1,000 of you. I'll be crafting you, but I also want a bunch of the Ivy ones. Yeah, sure. Crafting those. Where are you crafting? I think you're fine. Okay, you already finished. That was pretty fast. Again, we're past due because of that. What do you mean you need to craft lapis? Huh? Oh, because you're a sift resource, right? And I think I have you on some autoclave recipe, I think. Yeah, you're on the autoclave. Do you need like a... Is this the first time I'm making lapis dust? Since I moved this thing, you probably need a circuit. Oh, that's uses. I need to see how to craft it. Yeah, so you're running distilled water, which is circuit 2. Yeah, circuit 2. I'm just gonna put a circuit right there. We'll see if it breaks anything. Right there. They instantly got eaten. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So for me to use the IV capacitor or UIV, Lapotronic? I can spell, I promise. What kind of glass do I need? Should I just future-proof it? I think it says you whatever glass you use +2 the tier, and that's the capacitor you're allowed to use. Yeah, glass shell has to be tier -3 of the highest capacitor tier. So the highest tier possible is the UMV one, which I may make it at some point. I can actually make it right now if I wanted to. So we should plan for that. So this one -3. So 1, 2, 3. UHV glass, which is neutronium, right? Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay. 14,000. No idea why. I'm not gonna complain. So where am I gonna build this thing? That's a very good question. And I guess while I'm still on the discussion of hiking, so for today I went back to Purgatory Creek. I just like it, but I don't think I should build it like that though. I'm just gonna build it. Well, hang on. With the neutronium glass. No, but back at Purgatory Creek, I started hiking this specific park at the start of the year, which is like smack in the middle of winter time. And it's just really cool to see how much it's changed throughout the season. Like right now, it's like the middle of spring, and it's so much greener. It's very nice. And that's what I like to see. I don't know. I guess I've always been a fan of nature, but like with this hiking stuff that I've been doing lately, it's just real nice to see sometimes. Go touch grass. Go take a hike from your everyday favorite streamer, right? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have this thing. It's gonna be like this, right? I can plug in one thing right here. That'll power this man. And then the other one over here. And that'll power this guy right there. And then I can add another one that goes up. Can it go straight up? Yeah, straight up into this one, which powers you. And then the same thing for the other one. So each capacitor bank is going to power 4. And then I just built 4 of them to power all 16. Because if you didn't know, 4 times 4 is 16. So that's the whole thing I want to do. This way, I don't have to deal with whatever's happening here. Because it's not just a matter of replacing these things, which is a headache. It's also like a question of I need to replace this, the backbone. That's what I don't want to deal with. I'm not dealing with the backbone. So then you just like, who did this? That's not very yeah, we got to do something like this. Localized power. And we're crafting UIV capacitors like nothing now, so I might as well. No, don't put all 4 of them in there. What are you doing? Don't do that. That's funny. So you just need a bunch of the IV ones like that, and then I can copy paste everything. So what kind of power I'm going to give? I also have to craft the what do you call it? The dynamo hatches or source hatches. That's the word. And by the way, I don't think I'm going to be on this the whole episode. What I'm also going to be working on is the quantum force transformer, because I do have enough for like 4 wall shared ones, so I'm going to find a place to put them. probably just rip apart whatever's going on here and then start setting them up. And if I need more, I just add to that group. So they're all going to be wall shared because these blocks are very expensive. And you can wall share a lot of the blocks, like all of this entire face basically. So I think you can do that on each side also, yeah. Heck, even the front, right? Because the controller's in the middle. So I might be able to wall share all around and just make like a huge, like a cube of them, I guess. I don't know, but we'll start with 4. Okay, so I need to make a bunch of these laser target hatches and laser sources. And this will also like not exactly future proof. It's kind of future proofing, so I don't have to deal with this garbage. I can just easily swap out a couple hatches right there, and then that's pretty much it. Target hatch, source hatch, also circuit 3. So I'm gonna need 16 of each. So this is where it gets a little pricey. It's not bad at all, actually. Oh yeah, it's not bad. And I guess I'll craft the other. Well, what am I crafting? The source. Go ahead and craft the targets as well. That's not that bad. Never mind. But it looks like that's how it's going to be for the next couple episodes. And by couple episodes, we're in episode, what, 320? 330. That's, it's a little nervous, though. Not nerve-wracking. I don't like saying that, but like, remember that bet with Phoenix that I have? By episode 350, I have to beat the pack. I have 20 episodes to beat the pack. I don't know. We're running out of time. But no, that doesn't mean I'm gonna like give up on the pack on episode 350 and just stop it there. No, we're basically at the end. It's just ramp up, and we're there. Because remember, the Eye of Harmony is the last, multi-block in the progression. Oh, look at that! The planets get bigger the more tiers you get. That's a cool feature. I like that. No. Is it based on like what planet I have being generated? Because right now we have Mars. No, clearly I don't know. I'm just gonna walk away. Okay, that'll take a couple minutes to craft. So let's start figuring out where I want to put the QFT stuff. And it might honestly just be right here, hijacking this space, but it might be here. I might just move this whole thing like 1 block forward or whatever. Try to have it right behind the vacuum freezers, and then just start building like a 2x2 right here, and then just start moving it. I don't even know what recipe you're doing. Growth catalysts and stem cells. Okay, stem cell. This thing has been running nonstop, and we have 4 billion. 2 trillion. Yeah, we can afford to stop this for a couple seconds. I may even have to like probably encourage to have like off switches for these for this stuff, because it doesn't need to run nonstop. Here we go. I'm gonna kill my my network. Yeah, there it is. It does not like that. So I'm gonna see if I can build it right here. Absolutely, I will have enough space, but I'm kind of picky, and I want it to be like right next to the vacuum freezer, flush with it. I'm gonna rip apart these guys though. But man, everything is so expensive, and I'm all for it. It's the whole point of the pack. Now I know there's a pretty high likelihood. Well, actually, let me. Oh, my internet. My internet crashed. We'll give it a couple seconds for it to return, so I can also tell the stream what I was thinking. Take a drink while that's loading. So today's drink of choice is, it's a mouthful. Hang on, not just because it tastes good, but it's a mouthful because of the name. Hear me out. Sprite, chill, grape, zero sugar. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I swear, every time I talk about a new soda in the stream, the name of it just keeps getting longer. It's not too bad. It's because when I went to Burger King, I think I mentioned that I went to Burger King for dinner right after the hike, and they have one of those soda machines that lets you just mix and match a bunch of flavors. So of course I wanted to try out the Sprite chill grape zero sugar. Yeah, I got it. 2 for 2. I'm gonna kill my network. Just watch. Did I dupe myself? I did not. We're gonna go ahead and break everything here. Hotel California. You should be breaking the stock replenisher first, so that it dumps everything back into storage. That's how it works. So I messed up over here. So I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm curious. Is it gonna dump in my inventory? I need to see it. Yes, that's how it works. Okay, yeah. And I'm gonna trash this because I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, that's how it works though. It detects when it's broken and then it just tries to push into AE2. So there's also a chance I want to upgrade this guy. There's also like one thing I was thinking of is like, what if I just have an on-demand QFT? I mean, that's technically what this one is, but for all recipes, I don't know. This one only does a couple recipes. Think about it. But chances are this is also going to be part of that group, because you can like set up each group individually anyways. Okay, so let me see here. How wide is this? It's 15. So if I put one directly right here, from here it's going to be another 15. That's exactly enough space. I think it is, and I can prove it to you. What am I looking for? Schematic. Let me check here first. You're still crafting space-time. Yeah, you're working. Okay. QFT. Put that right there. I also overcrafted, so honestly, I might even have enough for a 5th one. Because I overcrafted, because I did not account for wall sharing, because miss me with doing the math for that. I don't know how many blocks back it is. If it's exactly enough blocks, that's gonna be so like helpful for me. Guys, I think it's exactly enough blocks. It's exactly enough. Yeah, because that's the wall shared portion. And how it's gonna look is that whenever I want more, I just keep adding on like that way indefinitely, I guess. I can't add to this way because that's in the way, but I can just move these machines. I don't care about them. I'll move them. But I can just keep adding that way, and I guess back there too if I really wanted to. Okay, but yeah, it's a perfect fit. I like it when things work out like that. Okay, so go ahead and place it down. I may not have enough blocks because I don't know what got consumed to craft the other things. So there's a good chance that I won't be able to actually build it. But I'm pretty sure this isn't used anywhere. The actual expensive blocks. At least I hope they're not. Doesn't look like it. No. I'm not making that. Oh no, they're using the other tiers of compression, whatever. So no, I think we're fine. Does work, right? Space-time bending core. You have a lot. You're complaining for whatever reason, but I think that's because you're looking for like hatches and things like that. So I'm gonna copy all of you. You need an output bus. Let me just copy it actually. Mark copy. Put that right there. And the other situation would be powering this thing. Oh, yeah, we have a localized bank right there, right? That works out. So this one is also going to be a template. Hey, Extreme. Not exactly. Like, yeah, I guess you can say QFTing, but really it's just passing the time. No, it goes right there. You're right. So let me give you a little bit of a background what I'm trying to do. So the antimatter craft, it takes forever because the DTPF is just too slow. So I'm gonna upgrade the power to them by using these target hatches, which they're still crafting right now. No surprise, DTPF still acting a fool. But for me to upgrade their power, I have to deal with this, and I really don't want to. So the solution is to just make localized capacitor banks. So this one is going to power 4 of them, and then one over here, and one over here, and so on. But I'm kind of waiting on the laser hatches to craft. So it's like, okay, I figured while I'm waiting, I can set up the QFTs. How much power? I'm going to be using 4096 now after the upgrade. Right now, they're using 1024s, which is 137 billion each. And I'll show you. Yeah, this one. So it's going to be times 4 power, in other words, which is a lot because that is already probably about 10 trillion. So yeah, we're going to be consuming everything that we're generating. But I got to do something like this in order to get antimatter going. For now, I'm going to give him a 64 amp just so that it's easier to copy paste. Or should I start upgrading their power to... How much do you have? I'm going to do 64 amp for now. Just so that it's easier to copy paste and visualize, and I can upgrade later as needed. So you also need a bulk catalyst housing. Give it one of the empty ones. It can wall share, right? What else do you need? Wouldn't dare to give more than 2 trillion EU tick in special cases to DTPFs. Stuff like passive infinity could be between 50 to 250 billion. Okay, even then, I'm not gonna go above 2 trillion right now because I can't support that. I would love to, but that seems like a lot. I also don't have anything that's passive. Low overclock is more power efficient and printing. Like you said, printing. That's the other thing I haven't really looked into is the convergence stuff. Do you think I need a passive? You know what? That's honestly, I actually can see that because like the antimatter craft, this thick recipe, it needs infinity in the billions. I crafted most of it overnight, but like, yeah, it needs so much. I didn't think about that. Every single what if I just have enough DTPFs to just passive everything, and that way I don't have to worry about it. But then it goes back to the problem. I don't have the power, so I'm not going to do that yet, at least. What was I doing? QFT. First time chatter. Hello. If I open my world, my world, molten infinity, and space-time is sitting in the trillions. Yeah, I'll look into infinity passiving. Honestly, I haven't even really thought about that. I'm gonna take a drink. This thing is missing something, and I don't know what. Do you need inputs? The input buses? You probably need inputs. You're gonna be stocking. I'm just trying to build like a template over here. Do that.
That wasn't enough to drink.
You happy, Ali? No, I'm joking. Hello. So I guess to the new watchers, today's drink of choice. Hang on. I had to prepare myself to say it. Sprite, chill, grape, zero sugar. I don't know what the right order of it is, but it's that combination of words. It's not too bad. It'll build. Can you actually washer this? Is the front different? Don't tell me the front is different. Guys, the front is different. Oh, how dare you? Why would it be different? That's so rude. It's so funny. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, that's what I get for not checking it ahead of time. So that was the plan. I wanted to wash hair as much as possible, but no, they have to be a specific side to it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. Not a problem. Don't worry. See, it's as if nothing was the matter. Don't worry about it. What about the back? Ew. Okay, so this doesn't. None of this needs to exist. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, I think I'm just gonna move this right here because I'm very picky about where my machines are, and then I can just keep going that way as I add to it, and then this one it has to be facing the other way so I can wall share the butt. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's just a matter of copy pasting. Don't worry about it. Copy, mark copy. You can also backshare if mirror controlling. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. I was already planning to do a 2x2, but I didn't realize that the front is different. But it looks like all the other sides are just fine. So it looks like you can even wall share a side and a back together if you really wanted to. I think. Go right there. You have enough space to do that. And you're not going to like it because there's a bunch of conflicts. So let me put you like somewhere else. Because Matter Manipulator is so rude when it comes to pasting things. I'm going to put you right there and you can't stop me. Oh, I put copyright. It's supposed to be paste. Or cut. Sorry, not copy. I promise I know what I'm doing. Move. Anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? Yes, I'm just moving it a couple blocks to the front. And I have to go out of my way to do that. There we go, try that. There we go. It's changing. Go ahead and make all of this Aegon. There we go. Do have to reconnect power to you. Oh, you're gonna be funny, right? You need a couple of mirrors, vacuum tubes, vacuum pipes, I should say. Cables go all the way down. Go right there. There. There we go. Put you right there. There we go. I'm only gonna give this one lasers, but once I get the other one set up and then I see power, I need to give it more power as needed. I'll do that. I'm just trying to copy paste them a little easier, and lasers are kind of weird to copy paste. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you can run. There we go. Okay, and then I can finally put the other ones. Oh, get me out of there. So this one is going to go right here. Put this. No. Right here. Trust. That's one too much. Yeah. Is it right there? Yes, right there. Yes. Do it. We're QFTing it. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this going into the vacuum freezer, but I don't think that's normal, right? You're supposed to go inside the casing. This thing's broken. What are you doing? It's gonna stay broken. I don't care. The plan is, yeah, for the more expensive recipes that will be on passive. There's going to be one that's on demand though, because I already have it on demand, that one. And I'm trying not to like change it too much. But some of the passive ones, yeah, I'm gonna need them passive. I think things like Nequadria, for sure, mutated living solder. You can replace tons of lines with passiving every recipe with 20 up QFTs. That's a lot of QFTs though. Let me get this one going first, and then I'll look into that, because man, crafting just two of them, or like the 2x2 that I plan to have, was pretty pricey. But there's a lot of lines that I absolutely I can get rid of. Like basically this entire middle part of the base is all like production lines for various goodies. Like you got Naquadal right here, I think. Naquadal is like 5 rows, honestly. It's mostly Naquadal. So I'm gonna try to passive that, because right now I also have Naquadal on demand and I don't want that. So one of these is gonna be that. So just a general purpose one, each one is going to have power. I'm gonna break that just in case I want to give it lasers. Need a bulk catalyst. Like that. Wireless connector. Output hatch. Put hatch, then output bus. White cable. Hang on, even molten silicon? What? That one I'm interested in. What are you talking about? He's lying to me. What a liar. Unless it's something else. Have you not? No. No, I haven't actually. The plastics? Wait. I'm about to build 100 more QFTs. Oh, Prismarine. I know about this one. This was one of the ones I was gonna set up. I mean, there's a lot of things here. I wasn't aware of silicon. This one also for seaweed extract for pico circuits, because I need that. I already have that. This one I would love to have passive actually. Kevlar, literally, who cares? But I guess it's for all the plastic stuff, right? These would all help a bunch. Yeah, I do plan on getting most of them good to go. Really should. To begin with, my passive resource production has never been that good. Like Platline, have you seen Platline? It's so sad. Don't know how I got here, but I got here. It's like, this is my Platline. I mean, I did rip apart like all of the machines. It's still running though. Oh, look at him. He's trying his best. You go, you go. He's trying his best. Okay, each one. I'm gonna probably double my TPS if I do that, right? And stocking one of you. One of you. So now I'm curious, what do you think? Yeah, that's gonna look funny. But what do you think about the focusing? Should I just spam fermium or should I like focus a certain output depending on recipe, or I should just give it fermium? I'm talking about the focusing stuff because there's that whole mechanic, and I'm like, I just ignore it and give it fermium plasma and walk away. Okay. Okay. Okay, this thing is powered. I should set up the basically whatever that's going on right here. It's going to be the same thing. Copying and then copy the mark copy like that. And then I'll add the connector right there. Paste right there. Well, I'm not trying to do that. But I use silicone rubber. Okay, I guess it sounds like it depends on the recipe, right? I'll double check what each one is trying to do. Also, I should have copied the top one. I'm going to do that. From here, and you go up like that. Okay, so each one is going to have nothing in there. Give it a 16.3, whatever. I could just use that, doesn't matter. And then pull, and then you're going to have another wireless connector to connect to the main net to start pushing items in there. And then this is where I tell it what kind of stuff I want in there. And then from here, it's copy paste as I need it. So this is the generic one. And then I can copy paste. I'll connect everything as I need it. Mark copy. We'll go from here. And go start from that one. Like that. I need to move the paste out of the way. It's getting confusing. Your build, right? Yep. Okay, and then paste, mark paste. Put this guy. Flip it around. Oh, hang on. I never know how to flip it. Z. Did I do it right? can't tell if it did it right. Where's the controller? That looks like buses. So it's not right. Okay. Flip X. That looks like controller. I think that's how I do it. Two more that way. Isn't that what it is? Why are you trying to delete yourself? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna build it because I don't want to mess it up. I'm just gonna rebuild it. I'm just not good with transforms. I don't really know how to do them. I want this thing to just flip around. Um, or would it be rotate? It is very much not rotate. Or is it rotate Y? Man, clearly I didn't do well in 8th grade transformations. It's got to be like that, right? I think it's like that. I think. I don't even know. But why would it copy the ground? I guess it's going to try to paste. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 3 right there. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. That's what I was thinking, just going like that. But I also want to get started on the other side. I'm just going to build the controller. It's a little confusing for me. So I wasn't even anywhere close. Yeah, no, I was just having trouble with the transformations. I just don't really, I can't really think about the transformations like that. So I'm just gonna build a controller. Needs to be one more back. And I guess this one will be the template for this row. Make my life my life a little easier. Yeah, just like that. So basically, I'm just gonna keep expanding like that way, and I'm gonna bulldoze over this. Maybe not bulldoze over that because that's kind of important. But all of this stuff, I can move it over. I don't really mind. I know I said I was gonna start with the DTPF, and I can do that now, but I'm kind of like on the rabbit hole here, so I want to finish this first. I'm picky about it. Like that. Okay. That looks nice, right? Okay, so same thing with you, break you and you. You're gonna be 64 amp, but prepare space just in case I need more power for lasers. You're gonna be bulk catalyst. Put you right there. It's a 64 amp UMV? Yes, you are. And then up top is going to be a wireless connector. Hello there. I'm sorry, I'm making fun of the Blink-182 song. It's a very nice song, but like it just sounds funny at the start for me. Absolutely not a song that you should be laughing to though, because it's actually a very sad one. Okay. Mm. So this one is going to have honestly just copy this right now. Copy, mark copy. Sir, I can't see from there. Right there. Right there. So it's not going to fill in the cell. So I should keep in mind. That's not too bad of a problem. Okay. So I think this one's set up a lot faster than the other one because I know what I'm doing now. I think, at least. What about you? You built... Yes, okay, so now it should be way easier to copy paste it from this side. Should is the magic word. It'll be right here, right? Not like that. You're gonna complain about that, right? But first, let me actually plan for it. You're probably gonna complain, but I think the blocks are still there. Okay, there we go. We have everything. Yeah, go for it. No, it's not gonna complain, I hope. No, okay. I copy too much. Oops. Yeah, I don't need that. Get out of here. All right, 4 QFTs. And then I can like just copy paste this whole thing and double it and then just keep doing that. No, exchanging. But I would like to draw the black border around it. I don't really need the black border at this point, but I'll do that. Right there. Okay, we're gonna take a pause from this because the main goal for today was working on the DTPF, and I have the source hatches and everything finished. We'll come back to this. So this is also going to be a template. I need a bunch of maintenance hatches. So each one is going to have a 4096. Let me look up UMP laser source. You have 2 of them like that. Again, one of them is going to go down there to power this one. This one's going to go straight up to power that one. Mirror it, and then do it times 4 to power all 16. Yeah, it's calling me. So passiving it is going to be a fun challenge for me because how I have the DTPF set up, everything just goes into a buffer right here. So that's where most of the recipes go. And then they share them all. So like right here, this one, 4 DTPF share it. And then I copy that setup up there, so these four share it, and then I did the same thing over there, so that's all 16. So breaking it up probably just means going to like a corner, right? Like this one is going to just work on this DTPF and so on. I guess that doesn't seem too bad. If I'm going to passive it, that's not too bad. And maybe I can even do like color coding shenanigans so that I can have this passively producing something, and then if it detects something else, it'll do that instead. Is that how color coding works? That way I can like set up like different passive recipes that run nonstop and then like take advantage of convergence, I guess. We'll think about it. I think that was one of my original plans on getting this to work when I was first setting up DTPF, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to think about it too much. So I just didn't do that. Two passive layers, one on demand layer. And if it fits, then it fills all demands. We'll come back to that. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, why not just have everything passively producing stuff? That's what I was thinking. Everything on infinity, which is what the corner things would be. Heck, I can even put it here to share between like multiple. And then like use color coding shenanigans so that if it detects something here in the on-demand producer, it'll do this. It'll do this instead. Does it work like that though? Because multi-blocks like to just run the same recipe until it finishes. But color coding does that now, right? It switches. That's a fun idea. We'll play around with it. I don't know about today though. We have about an hour left, so maybe. Priority right now is to get this thing powered up. Does it work? Yeah, okay, you work. Next step is to copy paste this man 4 times. No. Copying, mark copy. Planning, clear manual plans, plan all. And I need to do this 3 more times. Easy. Mark copy from here to there. And then just do the same thing in each group of 4. Okay, it's 2. The last one. Put it right there. That worked out. Yeah, I needed to do this because otherwise, yeah, I don't want to deal with any of this. Like, who did this? The heck is going on here? No. It couldn't be me. Warning, I'm not going to read that. Just go ahead and I'll balance it right now if I need to. It's 100 trillion, yes. So we're not going to reach that anytime soon, I don't think. I probably could have gotten away with the UHV capacitor, which is 10 trillion. But why not just make the UIP one? Balance. That's not going to make it 10, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, you guys are going to be so mad that that thing is off center. Oh no, they're off center. Oh, that one's good. Ah, damn it. Hang on. So you can hook up like 50 DT. Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Oops. Well, I just drew like how much power is that? How much of the UIV capacitor pull in? I don't know how it works, but I need to move this back a block because no, I don't like that. It didn't make a dent. I saw it. We're in the 20th power. It's not gonna make a dent. Don't worry about it. There's totally not video evidence of me building it one block off. So this is going to be technically my second reconfiguration, not including doubling the setup, right? It's got to be right here, I think. So this would be my second reconfiguration, I guess, is adding this, like the fixing cable management, and then the third configuration is dealing with passiving because I need to passive it. There we go. See, nice and centered. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it really is. How many DTPFs did you end up with? No, don't do that. It's going to break my DTPFs. I'm trying not to break them. I'm trying to fix. Stop it. I told you to go up one block. Okay. Wait. Yeah. How did you guess my own question? Dude, sharing brain cell? I don't know. See? Okay, so you're saying I'm thinking like a Stargater at this point. Yo. It's about time. I'm only 330 episodes in. That's not making a dent. I don't care about rebalancing like that. Do need to do it anyways. Be careful to read and understand. I'm not going to read it. I don't understand the warning and I'm going to do it anyways. Actually, what does the warning say? Make sure to carefully read and understand the tooltip before activating wireless mode. It can potentially break your base as one warning won't appear again. Anyways. 64? I mean, the good thing is that this setup actually is very much copy pastable. But honestly, I'm not going to wash share it anymore because that's annoying to set up. If I need more, I'm going to paste it somewhere in the sky or whatever. But it is very copy pastable because this is really the only control to everything. Everything else, it's just copy paste, honestly. So that's what's cool about this little setup. That if I need to do it again, I can totally do that. And now it's going to be even easier to copy paste because I won't have to deal with this garbage down here anymore. So right now we're at 16. I guess I might need more, but very likely we'll need more. I'm gonna complain about it. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that they're all off first so I can work on this. I'm gonna set up the improved power first, and then we'll start playing around with recipe swapping. Or at least setting up one of them to be on constant infinity, and then if that setup works, I can just add more. Because I also don't want to overstress my base, because having um all of them on constant infinity or constant something is going to cripple my base. I'm not about to do that. All right, 16, they're all disabled. This is what they look like. Also, I still remember my updated thing when I can actually show everybody. Geez, how many SAS did you need? That's a lot of DTPFs. What the heck is going on here? I think you shared this picture before. I don't know. You sent me a lot of machine spam before. All right. Okay. I mean, I'm at 1/4 of that, so I might need more. I did see it before, right? I remember us talking about that. Okay, so I need to put you here. This one's going to be right there, and you up there. Like that. And then we just keep going down the list right there. So you're going to be target hatch right there. And then this one is like that. It's only 12 SAS on like 500 trillion or something like that. You say that like that's a little bit. Man, just one of your sasses, I'm gonna keep saying it like that. That's funny. Just one of your sasses is 50 times my base production, so we're getting there. I can stop it. I hope this works actually. I don't even know if this is the right place to put casings. At least I'm pretty sure it is. It'll be funny if like this doesn't work. I may have to take off the other laser hatch. Don't give me a purple block like that. Right there. And then I need to basically break down this. Yeah. I'll deal with that. You know what? Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind. There we go. Let me get the. Actually, I don't know if I want to. I mean, I can just set a replace for this. Yeah. Exchange. Set mode. Would do copy paste. Watch this. Mark copy from here. And I need to go all the way from. Is it right here? Right here. Basically all of that. Mark paste, and then just do this, that, and that's pretty much it. I have to go up one right now, or just break it. Break it. Again, this is only, I can only do this because it's a very like symmetrical setup. See, how come the QFT couldn't be like the DTPF, where every side can be wash shared? But no, QFT had to be all unique. I'm still salty about it. Not really. It's fine. It's funny. I guess what I'm trying to say is the front cannot share with any other sides. Controller must face the same direction. That's all. Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, I can't rotate the thing. Like, if I rotated the DTPF, it'll work just fine, regardless. But I can't do that with the QFT. I don't know. I was just salty because I couldn't have them. I couldn't build it because the front looks different than the back. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Just build it in a straight line and you're fine. Actually, now that I built that, how... I need more injection casings. Hang on. How much of the QFT blocks did I share or save? Because I did not account for this for the wall sharing when I built 3 of these, so I probably shared a bunch, right? It's not a lot, but it's not 0. I just put all QFTs in a line and call it a day. Technically, that's what I'm doing, but I have 2 of them. I'm gonna build like a whole bunch. I can't go that way because my automation, my ass line automation's in the way. What are you even plugging in? Oh, that's the other one. Never mind. I don't care. This one would be an injection casing. And I'm just going to leave all of this here just in case we crash and burn. Which I am pretty confident that we won't, but you never know. What the heck is going on here? What? What's going on here? How long has this been here? Obviously, this would not be getting power because it's a weird bend, but I'm so confused. I don't know why that's there. That is a DTPF, right? Yes. The heck? Yeah, I have no idea. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know, but like I didn't set it up like that, or I don't remember setting it up like that. I'm aware of that, at least that much. That's so funny. But like, why was there 2 hatches? Oh, you know what? It's because that specific DTPF, the energy hatch is actually 1 block off. And I think I didn't catch the other one. I copy pasted it from the original or something like that. And I guess I didn't uncover it and it uncovered itself. I don't know. Okay, I have 9. How much do I have? Did I get them all? I think I'm gonna have to double check all of them. Injection casing. Injection casing. Yeah. Yep. 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 Okay, yeah, there we go. And it's still running fine, thank you. Just in case if I double check you. The energy income is 4096 UMV. I take a drink. I still have to plug in the power, right? It currently uses 1 trillion EU a tick. Of course you do. What? Okay. So, mirror. Need to put 2 mirrors right there. Then mirror like that. I should be able to copy paste whatever connection I decide to do here. Get me out of the DTPF backrooms. Okay. What color should I use? What color is UXV? I'm just going to use orange and brown. Yeah. Poopy brown. We all love poopy brown. There we go. Double check you're actually getting power. Yes, you are. And then copy. Mark copy from... How am I going to do this? I guess from here all the way to this one. Like that. Mark paste. We'll do like that. Do I have enough mirrors and vacuum tubes? Yes. I don't like you, so I'm going to trash it. It has some kind of cover. Look how clean this looks. Just a quick before and after, you just have one wire, and then before. Ew. I'm gonna keep saying that. Brown, brown. Orange, orange, orange. Set mode cables, we go from there all the way up. Like right there. Color that orange. Colored brown, sorry, it's supposed to be brown. Top one is brown. That's brown as well. Set mode, copy. Mark copy from there. Right there. They're both powered, right? Yep. Paste. Like that. Matter manipulator, so helpful. Love this thing. It's crazy to think about that the playthrough started in 2.5, which this didn't exist way back then, so I probably would have done this by hand. I still would have done it and not complained. I would have complained about it, let's be honest. Okay, I think I should be good to power this thing on. Everything is connected. Look how neat it looks. It doesn't even look out of place. It's totally out of place though. So if I try to craft something like I don't know, infinity. We have 800 million of it in there for whatever reason. There we go. Okay. It's actually a lot faster. Let's go down in order here. I'm gonna craft like 100. No, I'm just gonna keep pushing it until it turns on. It's crafting all of it. Okay, I just want to be able to visualize it working. I also just like the noise. The cool noise. It kind of sounds like a lawnmower. What? This one? Why? Oh. Oops. Did you not? I thought I could copy pasted everything. Well, we just lost a little bit of. Okay, so if I copy pasted like that, then they're not going to work either. Dang. That wasn't 100%. It totally sounds like a lawnmower. And I'm not saying that because I'm like plagued by lawnmower guy, but it does sound like one. Okay, so how fast does this craft me infinity now? 9.5 thousand a second? Let's just do the math. I want to see it. 9.5 thousand a second times 16. So 152,000 per second. That's not a lot. But man, is this thing chugging through power? How much power? 200 times 16 is 3.2 trillion? 3 trillion? That's kind of a lot. So I need to make sure that my Dyson swarms are Dyson swarming. Okay, we have some time, right? Yeah, about 30 minutes. Yeah. Let me set up okay, I think I want to set up passive what do you call it? Passive. Why are they all stopping? Am I out of catalyst? I'm probably out of catalyst. Yeah, it's crafting more. Which reminds me, I think I need to ramp up catalyst production. I'm not gonna make. Okay, hang on. Hello. It's a jolly good band. The tortellini. I love that name. Speaking of tortellini, I ate some tortellini for lunch yesterday. It was so good. Hello, thanks for the raid. How's everybody doing? Some pretty good. I make a pretty good tortellini. I didn't make the one I ate yesterday. I just bought it like pre-made from the grocery store, but I can make pretty good tortellini. I don't make it by scratch because I don't know how to do that. I mean, like I buy it from the bag and then mix it with a bunch of other stuff, and it's pretty good. Maybe I should make that over the weekend. Anyways, yeah, don't get me talking about food. I'm gonna get pretty hungry over here. How's everyone doing? Thanks for the raid. Vin and Kat, how are you guys doing? What were you up to? I should probably increase it. How much power is this guy using? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you've stopped by since we made a huge milestone, Vin and Kat. Yeah, I have Harmony. He's kind of just chugging along in the background. I'm not really focused on it. I just have it working in the background, but on crafting this thing, I'm like, wait, we kind of need to upgrade everything. So so today's goal is just improving DTPF. And I started by just giving it more power, and I decided to localize the power by just making it their own capacitor bank to power 4 of them like that. And yeah, we have 16 DTPFs. I probably want more, but this was my solution to giving each one more power. Now each one is having 550 billion. And the reason I did this, the localized power, is because if I didn't do that, I would have had to deal with this, and I really did not want to. Because it's not just a matter of upgrading these hatchets, it's also the backbone. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So You know what they say, right? If you like, being lazy actually drives innovation. So here we go. We also got more QFTs, but I haven't set them up. They're just kind of chilling right here. I have one of them working, but that's it. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna take a drink. Today's drink of choice. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. Say it with me. Sprite, chill, grape, zero sugar. I got it this time. Every time I drink a new soda, the name of it just keeps getting longer. Okay. So overall goal for the pack right now, we're trying to work towards antimatter. It's a real drink. You don't know your drinks. No, it kind of isn't, because I went to Burger King for lunch today, or for dinner, and Burger King has one of those soda fountains that lets you just mix and match a bunch of stuff. So I saw one of the options was that, and I just clicked it. I don't trust those machines though, because I'm pretty sure they have literally everything mixed in the drinks. Like, how are you gonna clean it in between? I don't trust it. I'm still gonna drink it, but I don't think it's like a pure solution. No. How are you gonna clean the nozzle between each run? Yeah, pretty much. Not even a regular soda machine. Just give it to me straight out of the bottle. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. The antimatter stuff. I put them all in my blue spray can here, and it's just a craft that represents everything I need. And okay, so we were crafting it, chugging along overnight, but then the DTPF started acting a fool. That's why I have the stream title named that. So I'm like, all right, you got to get worked on. And we have a little bit of time left, so some of the other endgame players have been recommending that I start figuring out how to passively produce infinity. So I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to set up just one of them, probably this guy, because actually I was working on the plasma mixer, forgot. How much power are you using? You're using 500 billion. I don't want to do that. If I were to double this, that's going to be using what? How does the overclocking work? I'm just going to do it anyways. I just want to see it. 1 trillion. Yeah, you're not going to do that much power. I'm trying to get the power from antimatter. Just hold on a little bit. And maybe I don't want to do passive yet, because we're getting pretty close with consuming all our power in terms of like per tick, and I'd rather not have something that expensive running nonstop until I get antimatter. But I think once I get antimatter, yeah, I'm gonna start passiving some of this stuff, because I really need to. It's becoming apparent, because things like infinity, I consume so much of it. Every single one of these recipes, especially for iHarmony, is like eating more than 1 billion. So I think next up, I'm just gonna work on QFT, get some recipes past it. Like right now, we have biocatalyst medium and living solder, and I think other things such as netherite would be pretty good to have. So I'm gonna do that. No, but how's everyone's day going? My day went pretty good. I decided to go for a hike again today. I've been really enjoying the hikes lately. I did a good like 3 miles, and I have like basically made the decision to like go hard on Saturday. There's this state park that I've been visiting lately. It's called Bastrop State Park in Texas. But like one of the trails on the park is such a journey Like if you want to get to the far ends of the park, you have to commit yourself to like 8 miles of hiking. And I am all for it. It's time for me to do 8 mile journeys like that. So I'm like trying to hype myself up for that because that's going to be the biggest trail that I've ever done. Is it plasma? It's plasma, right? It's plasma, yeah. It'll be the biggest milestone in hiking that I've ever done. So yeah, we'll get there. 10 million is what I have. I'm gonna take a drink. And so it wasn't just grape soda that they had in the soda machine. They also had I remember seeing cherry, lemon, and lime. I don't really know the difference between lime and lemon, but they had both of the options, I think. I think they even had watermelon. I don't know. I would have to go back. I'd rather not. It's kind of late for Burger King right now. What am I trying to automate? Netherite. So each one is also going to have like a kind of control so that I don't like get this thing running nonstop, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll figure out the control right now. So netherite, this is the thing I want to automate. So I need you to have lava, hellish metal, nether air, netherite dust, and ancient debris. It's a bunch of things that you actually need. I'm gonna give each one 1,000,000 because I don't know what to give it otherwise. Nether air. Netherrack dust. And ancient debris. Do I even have any? 206, not too much. We'll give you 10k though. And then that's pretty much it. You also need the bulk catalyst, the one with the nether stuff. That's you over here, right? Not that one. It's hellish force catalyst. Yeah, you. Right there. And then go ahead and run. Run. Oh, thank you. Right there. Okay. Because this one has the nether right here. Technically, we're good to go, but I also have to start passiving a whole bunch of stuff here. And I'm honestly trying to think of something here. What if I have like a craft that tries to passive everything that's within here? Never mind. I think it's too much effort. Everything here is passively produced and instead of except for hellish metal. So is that how I craft it? How do I craft hellish metal? Draconic fusion. Okay, so I'm gonna level maintain hellish metal. Right here. I'm gonna make 10 million and just craft 1,000,000 at a time. It very much is almost time for me to play Terraria. That's not how I do it. You need to have the small drop. Let's go in demonic. We are DTPFing it and QFTing it at the same time. And hellish metal requires what? Do I have all of this passive? Rhodium, yeah, nether shard. I think we're also producing that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then also start to work on like some kind of control to tell this thing to stop running. So this recipe here, it's gonna produce netherite scrap, nefarious oil, and this is really the main thing that we want to focus on, but we do need everything here to cycle through because all the leftovers gets converted into more netherite ancient debris. In that case, I want fermium to boost everything. Ancient debris. Okay, so I think that's it, but then I'm gonna have like some kind of control here. Or should I not worry about the control and just start mass producing the heck out of this? I'll cap it at 10 million. Nah, just produce the heck out of it. If you have trouble, skill issue. So we have a couple other machines here that I set up last time to deal with that. This is the one that crafts the scrap. Nefarious oil. Did I already consume all of it? No, we have 1 billion. Netherite scrap crafts more. So you should be making more, but you're not for whatever reason. Why? Oh. Why are you not connected? Or what's going on here? Storage bus. I'm not sure why it's not crafting.
Drink check.
Drink check? I'm almost done with my soda. I'm getting a little sad because I'm out. Hello, Allie. I get up. So why are you not crafting? Because you don't have enough nefarious oil? Which makes no sense, because you're not automatically pulling this. Why aren't you pulling it? The heck? You're connected to mainnet. Various oil. I'm so confused. Rare stock replenisher bug? Where's it not pulling it? You're supposed to be pulling more than 4,000. Advanced stocking input hatch. The minimum amount 1? What? Is that what it is? Well, if you can't figure it out, just break it and put it down again. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here. Storage bus, fluid. Nefarious oil. Where's that stored? That might be the problem. How the heck am I supposed to know that? Because it was supposed to pull all of it, or at least 100 million, but it's not pulling everything. So it might be where it's getting stored. You're getting stored here, which is not a problem. So if I check, you should be in your own quantum singularity, or singularity storage cell. You're not. You're one of the old ones, right? Okay. Go ahead and just add it. See if this does anything. I am on 2.8.4. And then just go ahead and pull it. Yeah, it's stored somewhere else, not in my storage. I think it's in. Is it in my main net? It might be in my main net, and I don't know where it is. Let me just pull it. Where's my nefarious oil? uh, where the heck are you being stored? It's not here. Does it work with fluids? Does it work here? That's so weird though, cause wait, so you're saying if I do it from a term or an actual physical terminal? Yeah, I don't think so. I think I have to be in the area. Okay, so we're on a mission to find where the heck nefarious oil is being stored because it's not showing up in my inventory and I have no idea why. Transfer data to storage cell. So it's being somewhere where it's like extract disabled, I guess. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look through my old setup. Okay, hang on. Uh, well, where are you? So this is where I'm making all this stuff. I think. No, right? No, not you. There's another chemical bath somewhere. Um, Man, I forgot how my base was set up. I kind of need that oil though. So maybe it's stored as drops. It might be stored as drops. Does it not work like that? I've noticed that is the problem with other things. Let me actually do that. You might be right. I have so much of these just chilling. So it's not going to be there. Why would it be stored as drops though? Let me filter it actually. It's not going to be here. I don't think it's going to be here. No, it should be in mainnet in that case. It was stored as drops. Why? There's probably a regular interface somewhere that should not be regular interfacing. Oh. How do I make... Okay, we're gonna figure this out. It's made in an oil cracker, right? I think this oil cracker is sending it through a regular interface, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of. I think it's you. No, you're on demand. We have an oil cracker somewhere here. Not that one. That scared me. We have you. I think you're the one, right? No. Am I even doing this recipe then? Or is it on craft? I don't know. If I put it back in storage, is it going to turn into liquids? Does it work like that? No, it's only... I guess it's only... uh, fluid, I guess. Hang on, let me put this back in storage. I'm so confused. Wrong one. We have 83.3 million now. Okay, so some of it got turned, and then the rest of it just didn't want to turn. So I think there's a buffer somewhere that once the buffer filled, it just converted the rest into items. I think that's what's happening, maybe. Because it says we have oil, so you should accept some of it now. Uh-huh. So if I put this... So confused, hang on. That's because it's crafting. If I have items here, nefarious oil. Sticky card. It might be a sticky card. But I'm curious about this because watch this. I'm gonna first of all pull all the nefarious oil, pull everything. And now I should have nothing, right? If I put it back, check the fluids now. Okay, that number 8.3. What does that mean? That's a storage amount somewhere. So it does convert to fluids, but it doesn't have enough space for all the fluids. So I must have overfilled it somewhere down the road. So what I can do is actually install this dude. It's one of you. It must be one of you because I have it filtered to go into here. So this might be a flaw in my storage subnet. 4K. How much you want to bet this 4K cell is? What do you call it? 8 million. Okay, so it took me this long to realize that there indeed is a flaw in the storage subnet. So if it can't fill the fluid, it's gonna store as drops, maybe. Not that it matters anymore, because I'm just gonna use singularities from that. That's weird though. So that means there's probably countless fluids out here that have a bunch of like fluid drops. So if I put everything back here, I should have all that fluid now. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's funny to think about. It means there's probably something, some kind of fluid in here that is just it just fluid dropped. That's weird though. So why would that be the case? Can I not convert this to, I'm gonna clear it up actually. I don't know if this stacks. Does not stack. I'll use it for something. So how do I fix that? I'm not really gonna focus on it, but it's still interesting to know for another playthrough for anyone else that wants to look at it. Because all the fluids are going into here with the sticky card. But if it can't fit in here, it turns itself into a... Yeah, because it's supposed to put that into this dual interface. But if it can't fit there, it turns it into a drop. And then stores the item drop somewhere else. I don't know. That's telling me that there's probably a lot of fluids that are kind of weird like that. And let's check one out, actually. I'm curious. Like sulfur trioxide. Yeah, sulfur trioxide is one of the problems. Because this one should only be storing 8 million, but I have 8.5 billion drops in there for whatever reason. And if I check the fluid, 8.5 billion. I guess it's being stored somewhere else. Okay. I mean, it's not really a problem because we're using digital singularities, which, I don't think we're ever going to fill those up. so it's fine. It's just funny to to realize. The rules, the more it's likely to be somewhat not 100% right. Yeah. I mean, in my defense, or I guess that's the right way to put it, I didn't really know what I was doing when I set up my poke setup. So, oops. That's how you learn, though. Okay, what was I doing? I was setting up this stuff here. So that means after we fix that fluid issue, you should be running now. No, but I think that's because that QFT has to run. Because you're out of scrap. Yeah, that looks a little better. So you have to run now. Where's my ancient debris? I think we ran out. So I may want to focus more on unfiltered 64K cells plus unfiltered 64K cells plus filtered digital singularities. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing at this point, and I think I really should just commit to that at some point. It's a learning lesson for next time, though, for sure. I when I was setting it up, I think I was like too far in there, but I was already thinking about that. I was like, wait, I don't know if I want to do this. This is kind of just too much setup. And we have a lot of tools to just dump everything in one place. So looking back at that, I should have like did that as a decision to not spam. Okay, I think we have a problem here where I ran out of ancient scrap. Or the scrap here. Netherite scrap, yeah. So is there like a parameter I guess you can use to like jumpstart the system? Like if I have 10k here, I mean I'm crafting it with this recipe here, but I'm trying to get it going so that it's like 100% reliable. How much does it actually make? So it may not be 100% reliable, so I may have to do like some kind of a workaround, I guess. I mean, there's 100,000 in there. How much you're consuming? It's not lava, I know that. It's definitely lava. It's definitely lava, yeah. We have it being pumped. I'm gonna give it 1 billion. I'll give you 1 billion as well. You can go ahead and throw everything and anything into digital singularities at this point. I might as well, right? Just like, oh, I'm out of space. Just throw 1,000,000 digital singularities. I mean, I am crafting a whole bunch of them if you think about it. Like, there's 52. Give me 10,000. That's a little expensive, but okay, this is what I'm curious about. Can I like sustain this, or do I have to focus netherite scrap a little bit more? I may have to focus the scrap a little more, right? Because that's making so much nefarious oil, but it's not making that much scrap. I'll leave it running and to see if it like sustains itself. If I look at like something like ancient debris, I'm trying to get that thing built up, maybe. Wait, how much is it crafting per thing? 1.3 thousand. That doesn't seem like a lot. I'll come back to it. Okay, what's another recipe I can work on? Probably inert. Nequadrium. And just check the time. Yeah, we may want to just wrap up the episode here because I think I took a little bit too long on the netherite, um, the nefarious oil, whatever. Yeah, the light show is gonna be bugged to awe heck because I have all of these things being wall shared, but yeah, it's bugged. I'm gonna leave it like that though. So we have one of them running this recipe, and then we have another one that's doing this one. I don't think this is very like self-sufficient. Because it looks like we're running out. But I'm gonna leave it over time, and then if not, then we may want to think about focusing netherite scrap so that we make more of it and have this thing running nonstop. Because we're reusing more than we produce. So that might be the answer. Okay. So just a small recap of what we did today for all the raiders. Thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it. Cats, Cozy Games, and Vin. We upgraded our power for the DTPFs. Basically quadrupled the power. Make things crafting just a little bit faster. And set up 4 QFTs. We only have 2 of them running. But in the next couple of episodes, I'm going to try to add other recipes. I already have some in mind, but I may just want to increase this as well. But for the most part, I am working on upgrading to antimatter. So I'm going to continue that craft. And get it going. Oh no, you're missing tungsten carbide. Yeah, see if I care. just craft it. Okay, so really the main problem with this recipe was how long it took to make anything in the DTPF, but now that should be a little faster. So for next time, maybe we'll take a look at no, never mind. Because I was gonna say passiving certain fluids, but I think I'm gonna wait until we get antimatter going so I can actually justify passiving an expensive recipe. Because right now we're kind of spread thin with power. Because this is already consuming about what we're producing, and I don't want to spread it too thin. And then hopefully that finishes overnight, and if it does, we'll come back tomorrow and set up antimatter. I still have to study Steve's factory manager because I want to learn how to use it. So I'll play a little bit of it off camera. Try to figure it out. Because it sounds like it'll be super useful for something like this that needs to run like once a second. Anyways. We'll wrap it up here. Thanks again for the raid, and I'm going to continue the train. Who's playing? My brother playing? Nope. No, I appreciate it again for the raiders. Thanks for sticking by. We're definitely on the road to Stargate. We're right there, basically. It's just a little bit of crafting. Say hello to who? Bagel Bits? Let's say hello to Bagel Bits. I think I remember visiting one time. All right. Episode 330. We have 20 episodes to beat the pack until I lose a bet with Phoenix. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing. The pack is gonna get beat regardless. It's just I'm trying to flex on them by saying I beat it in 350 episodes, but it's getting a little dire. So hopefully I'm able to beat the pack by then. But if not, oh well. I could still say that I beat the pack, right? Anyways, for now, have a good night. Take care. I'll see you guys next time if the recipe finishes. Otherwise, a couple more days. Bye bye.